Hi, this is Brett Ridgway with 50biggestwebsitemistakes.com, and today's mistake we're going to talk about is mistake number 12, columns too wide. A common problem with websites today is column widths that seem to be growing right along with monitor sizes. Just because the monitor sizes are bigger doesn't mean your website copy should be. We'll imagine that there'll be some changes as monitor sizes grow, but a good rule of thumb is that your sales page should be no wider than about 760 pixels. With 1,000 pixels being the top side limit. It's imperative to be fully aware of your website visitors' monitor size for your niche market. This is really easy to check with stats packages that you may already have on your website. With many web hosting packages today, you have access to a web stats package called AWS Stats. If your web host doesn't offer this, you can easily incorporate Google Analytics into your website. Both of these stats packages have details about your visitors' browser settings and screen resolution. So be sure to keep that in mind when laying out your website and adjust accordingly. Be sure to take every precaution not to have a horizontal scroll bar showing that makes sure visitors scroll left to right to view your full page. Keep your sales page at least 20 pixels smaller than your average visitor screen resolution. For example, if your average visitor has a screen resolution of 1024 by 769, which is the most common, then you want to set your sales page to 1,000 pixels or less. 760 to 800 pixels is a good width for readability. Even with your page size set to either of these widths, you will want to have between a 15 and 20 pixel margin on the left and right hand sides of the page. By applying these settings, it gives you a good visual appeal, and with the wider gutter on the sides, it gives the eyes an easy path to flow down through the copy. You see the similar margins in print materials for obvious reasons. So there's no reason we shouldn't continue with these proven methods on our web pages. Now another thing to consider is if you're planning to have your pages printed out, it's best to set your page margin so that your copy is 600 pixels wide. That's the width that transfers over to a standard printed page. There are web technologies now in place that will format your wider page to the narrow page for print automatically when the visitor selects print in the file menu of the browser. Now, if you're interested in learning about this technology, be sure to search for CSS Media Type Print. You can also learn more about these settings and more in Frank's course, Web Page Secrets Revealed. For more great tips on your website, please visit our site at 50biggestwebsitemistakes.com.